with Red 5 Comics representative, David Ziebart. There we go. I was about to say exhibitor, and that's not your name.
No, it is not.
And he's showing off. Yeah. And he's showing off his comics, or his comics that he's selling. I mean, we've got this one called Atomic Robot that he was just telling me about. So, what's the kind of thing going on?
Atomic Robo is a series. Yeah, about a. Main character, Atomic Robo, was a robot built by Nikola Tesla back in the 20s. And it's his adventures through the 20th century. Jumps around time. He has a World War II story, you know, where he's fighting Nazis and Nazi robots.
But you said it's like lighthearted.
It's lighthearted. It's humorous. There's like mummies and giant ants, and he fights Stephen Hawking in one. And
all ages?
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and I love the art style. It's very. I don't mean this as an insult. It's cutesy, but in a good way.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And the thing is, like they're fun. You just read one and you're like, you feel good. They're just fun.
Yeah,
they're entertaining.
comics don't always have to be super serious.
Exactly, right? Like it's,
So what are these other ones, like Drone and Abyss? What are those about?
So Drone is about U.S. Army is testing remote-controlled soldiers, robotic soldiers, and a group of students, university students, hack in and are watching the trials happen. And while they're there, a group of Chinese hackers are trying to take over the robots. And it ends up being a war between these two hackers. And meanwhile, these robotic soldiers, which these hackers take control of, are fighting like the actual Chinese soldiers on the ground that are trying to, so you have kind of these two levels of the fight going on at one time.
So they basically, they never know if the drone is on their side or not.
Yeah,
because they
exactly,
could change. Right. I'm assuming that's a more adult.
Yeah, that would be more like a PG-ish rated. Yeah. But that's, you know, more, most of our series are that kind of. Abyss is. Oh yeah, so we definitely have more.
I was just wondering if you had any that weren't so much fighting. But I mean, go ahead and tell me about Abyss if you want.
Well, Abyss is also not very much fighting.
Okay.
It's a kid at university. His dad passed away. He comes home to settle the family estate, and while there, he finds out his dad was the Abyss, who is the greatest supervillain. So he's like Les Luthor and you know. So
kind of like that one show that's coming out where it's the kids of like all the Disney villains.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So he finds his dad's big underground lair and all his robot suits and stuff, but he wants to do good stuff to undo. He wants to like balance the karma, right? It's like my dad, I gotta do good. Except the problem is he's the son of the Abyss, right? So it's like
bad rap.
Yeah, you know, it's like
everyone's waiting like for him to betray.
It's like what plan's going on here, right? So it's a comedy series.
So not only does he have to prove himself as a hero, he also proves himself as not his father.
Yeah, it's a parody in a lot of ways of superhero conventions and kind of stuff.
And then over here you got some.
Over here we've got Bodhi Troll.
Oh, that one's adorable.
Yeah, all ages. It's about an extremely cute troll who wants to be a big, scared ghost off the bridge kind of troll, but nobody ever takes him seriously because he's adorable, right? And so
I was going to say Lilo and Stitch at first, but
a
little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like compare everything to pre-existing.
Also very funny, it's a great kids book.
Yeah. I love this art style too.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I see you got a nice range of art styles in your
Yeah, that's what we absolutely try to.
That's really good.
We try to steer clear of traditional superhero stories and traditional art styles. There's nothing wrong with them. I mean, I read Batman comics, I read Spider-Man.
It's just there's so much already.
Exactly. There's people who've been doing it for 50, 60, 70 years and doing it well, right? So it's like, that's covered. We're trying to do...
you know, like, for instance, I like comics, but my problem with the old stuff is that there's so much out there that it's like, where do I start?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've tried to get into Thor and stuff like that, and it's just like, I can't.
Yeah,
so these are all new
40
ones.
years of backstory.
Right.
Yeah.
And these are all new ones. Plus, it's kind of cool to read something by an artist that's still alive, because then you never know what new thing is going to come out.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, thanks very much. If they want to look for these books, what's the best website?
red5comics.com.
Is that just the number 5?
Yeah, red and the number 5.
Okay.
And I mean, we're on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Comic book stores all across North America also carry our things. Comixology, iTunes.
These are good price. I mean, it's only $10, and this is a good quality bag. I mean, I don't feel like it's going to fall apart in my hand. So, well, thanks very much, and everyone go check out.
Kickstarter.
Oh, well, there you go. Is that for a new comic?
That is. That's a new series. It's going to be coming out this fall.
Oh, okay. Do you want to tell us about that too?
Sure. Versus is, so the main character is a pirate and a ninja. They live in a world where there's like the place where all the pirates live, and all the ninjas and pirates are always, you know, kind of fighting. And they get separated and get cast adrift, and they end up. It's like all these crazy matchups. There's like cheerleaders and gorillas.
But it's a comic.
It's a comic.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's humorous, and it's sort of like, so you sort of take like, so there's like cowboys, and it's like you take everything that's like the most cowboyish stuff you can think of, right? And go.
Because I was like, you're describing this, and I'm thinking of like a fighting game.
Yeah.
So hey, maybe there will be a fighting game eventually. Based off of it.
It's kind of like that, except that it's all like I said, like apes and cheerleaders and cowboys and samurai.
It's a parody kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's not the matchups you would ever expect. Sort of. Yeah.
So is the Kickstarter for the cost of printing it, or what is the Kickstarter?
It's to help us and the art and production. Go in.
You said it was already coming out.
It's going to come out no matter what.
Okay.
This is the first Kickstarter we've tried, so we're kind of letting people. You can help us cover the cost of making the comic and. Get in, like, there's kind of different issues. We're trying some stuff like hardcovers and things that we normally can't really do in wide distribution. So,
well, that's the nice thing about Kickstarter is it's basically a gauge for how involved people are. So if people really want this to be a thing, then they'll donate their money. So, well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
And again, red5comics.com. Thanks.